Okay, so I got the engine cover inside while I'm still doing getting that timing chain off. I brought this inside. What I'm going to do is remove all these rubber seals, and there's one big one just there. Oops, that was a bit quick, like I went to fall. I've prepared a good old laundry trough with very hot soapy water, so I'm going to let it soak there for about an hour, and then, because it won't fit in the whole depth of the sink, I'll have to turn it over at one stage. So I'll do an hour on each side, and then I'll run some degreaser all the way through it as well, and do a hand wash with the degreaser, and just clean her up. In preparation, I want to prep this for another colour. So stay tuned to see what this is going to look like, and the upgrade on this engine cover for my ute. So got that halfway in, or sort of halfway in. So I'm going to just give it half an hour on one side, and then I'll flip it over, do another half an hour in the hot soapy water, and then get some degreaser on it and do a hand wash on it. So enjoy your nice jacuzzi rocket cover head. Alright. Okay, she's had half an hour one side, a little bit over half an hour on the other side, and I just did a bit of a scrub with this Ajax thing. Look at the water. Look at that for pure filth. So this is the first process I'm doing. Next, I'm going to give it a jet wash with the Karcher. Yeah, you can see even here, like there's like maybe an old sticker or whatever that square thing was just around there. That's all going to have to be removed. And yeah, so we'll be doing the jet washing, clean it inside and out, especially on the inner points of where the gasket was. Want to get right in there. She's come up not bad considering just a bit of a hand scrub and just a bit of a dip in the old soap. But this is the first process of this. Next will be jet wash. Okay, so this is part of the jet wash stage, and I'm not going to show it all, but you get the drill. You got the drill? Okay, so that's on the inside being jet washed. It's come up heaps good. I'll need some drying time and get rid of most of the moisture in there so it doesn't surface rust or anything like that. Very good. So I got my top of the rocket cover, and what I want to do is, I've seen that these are pretty just black and dull logos, and you have to get up pretty close to really read them. So I want to highlight these. I'm going to show you what I'm doing to highlight those. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is the cover. These are the highlighted fonts that have been embossed into the plastic, which are not so obvious. Let's see how obvious we can make them. Okay, so first I just put plastic primer for adhesion. This is not silver, this is chrome based paint. So this was the next part of it. So I'll let that dry for about 40 minutes, and then I have to bring that inside and show you what I'll do next. So just put that inside just after half an hour of drying in the pretty warm out there in the sun. So I'm just going to stick some just your basic Vaseline on everything. I don't want to not change from silver. So all these letters, every single letter that you see will have Vaseline on it, and this actual liner and the Ford insignia there. Everything else will get paint on it. So here we go. Okay, so I just used one of these little cotton ball thingos to smear the Vaseline on. It's all done, even though you can't really tell. You probably look really close, you might be able to see some edges that look a bit blurry. That's what the Vaseline does on the paint. Now it's time to paint. Let's go see how this goes. Okay, so that's painted with flat black and the mixed up can that I got for my paint colour for the FG. That's that blue. So I'll give that some about half an hour drying time. So the paint that doesn't just wipe off, if you go very finely with your fingers, like in this V, it does scrape. It's a bit of a tedious job, but like I see this A, it literally is unveiling the silver nice and slowly. Ovexing the rocket cover, and it's time to refurbish this part of the engine. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the nylon drill brush going on it, give it a good clean. So you can see a, thank you for that, a clear difference with the nylon brush. That's only like 20 seconds worth of what you can get them even without painting. So these are good, the nylon brush, they're less abrasive than the steel wire. So I'm not going to bore you and show you the whole thing, so just let's see how it comes up with the whole thing done with it. Okay, we're part way done. You can obviously see the more shiny bits to the more, it's almost like a carbon buildup. So these parts are going to be obviously a little bit more tricky to get into, but a lot of this will be, shouldn't say a lot of it, but part of it will be hand sanding as well. You can see the difference. I haven't touched that side to this side. So we'll keep going. Okay, that's done all with the drill so far. I've got this smaller nylon circular, and this gets down to where the coils sit. It really does a really good job getting right down in there. So next I'm doing the 120 dry sandpaper, and then 240, 400 and so on, and going to get it ready for some primer. After all that, I forgot a little bit of the front, so I got to start that again with just that part with the drill. I'm going to be starting with 240, not 120, sorry. So anyway, we'll continue on. Okay, now I'm just going to run some 240 over that just finally, and then I'm going to blow it with the air compressor and the blow tool, and then I'm going to wax and grease remover and get it ready for primer. Okay, so we've done our first prime. Still another 3 coats to go. Oh, it is coming along. Okay, it's all fully primed, and I've got some guide coat on there. You can see it's sort of shady black. It'll help me find the most perfect of edges, and just finds all the imperfections that I sand down. I'm just going to do some 400 wet and dry, go over the whole thing, and then I'll be back. Okay, all done. So just getting it prepped now, did all the grease remover, washed it down. Now it's time for base coat. Okay, so this is the first coat of base coat. So give it about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes in between each coat. And this is the same blue as the FG. I think it's TT Ford code. That's prior to the gloss too. The clear is on. I got a little bit of a drip just there, but I can fix that later on. There's no problem. Let it harden enough and then do some very fine sanding and polishing. But for the most part, it's come up really, really well. So good. Okay, so this is the rocket cover done in the base coat of what the ute is got on it. I think it's the TT paint. It's come up very well. And this is the highlighted extra cover that goes on top of the rocket cover. And that blue is obviously the same as that blue. So if I put these two together, here's the thing there. How good does that look? Very good.